Dan RadioStyle. Hope everybody out there is having themselves a great day or phenomenal day, because I always say that, don't I? Yes. Not that anyone's yelled at me yet for that, but I notice, and it's very annoying sometimes when I repeat the same catchphrase. But then again, I think that is how catchphrases are born, so whatever. We'll see what happens. It's still early on in my life. We're calling this Manifesting Money. A couple of pointers, and really just something kind of inspired this, and thought it was probably a good time to bring up the topic and really get into a couple things that I think are little caveats, if you will, as far as how we manifest money. And a lot of us, I know, starting on, it's like that and relationships are really probably the two, like 75% of everybody's real thing they're trying to manifest right now. Generally starts out in those two arenas or even spends a lot of time in there. That right there was Queen doing I Want It All. Every bit of it. All of it. And we'll be going out with Dire Straits, Money for Nothing. And apparently the chicks for free, but that's just word on the street. I don't really know this for sure. So why did I bring this up? What's going on with this whole, how can I get some pointers on manifesting more money? Well, a lot of us, I think, frequently think about when we try to manifest money. A lot of the literature I've read, a lot of the things I've come across kind of suggest it in a few different ways. So maybe having a dollar amount that you'd like to have by a specific date. I'll even be honest, in my bathroom right now, I've got dollar amounts on the mirror for a specific date to have this amount of money in savings, and on this date to be making this amount of money monthly, right? So that's one way a lot of us go about it. Sometimes people just visualize piles of money, just huge sums of money sitting on your bed or, I don't know, wherever, just raining money down on you. Like any number of imaginary concepts of money just flowing to us in many directions. Now, again, these are good things to do. I'm suggesting better. I'm suggesting a tweak. But another one is sometimes it's recommended to keep maybe like a $100 bill in your wallet or your purse, right? Just so every time you open it up, you see that $100 bill and it kind of makes you feel wealthy, or you always feel like you have money. Again, not a bad trick. It does tend to work. Also, the feel of it in your hand. I realized this the other day when I won 100 when I was in Vegas, and I actually won $100 on something, 100 and whatever, and like the little pay machine kicked out a $100 bill, and I'm like, oh, cool. So I got the $100 bill, and I'm feeling it. It feels different. So then I was kind of playing around with let's imagine what it's like to have like 5 of those in my wallet, or something crazy, right? Again, these are definitely good practices, and they will bring fruitful rewards, if you will. But I wanted to take it a step further, and I think actually this is the better way to do this. Now, a lot of us are focused on money, and I honestly truly think some of that thinking is what creates a money scarcity in our minds, in our mentality, in our energy. And the reason I say that is because you're focused on something that you don't currently have, and we kind of always know that in the back of our minds. So the reason we're focusing on it is because we're trying to manifest more of it. And you tend to get a little more of that dialogue inside your brain that suggests that, no, you don't have this, or no, you can't afford that, or you're not making enough, or whatever the case is. And you get very locked down in the fact that money needs to flow in, and most of us start off thinking it needs to come from a job, but money is flowing to me. And through that whole concept, we figure we can buy whatever we need, whatever, if I can just get enough money to come to me, I can go and buy whatever I want. True. But the way manifestation tends to work really, really well is when you actually think of the things that you would buy with that money, right? Isn't that why you're trying to manifest money? Because you're trying to manifest stuff, things, bills paid, things that money goes towards. The reason you're manifesting money is because you'd like to take care of things that require money to take care of. So let's think of those things. Let's imagine from the locations of those places, if you will. From like, I've already got that which I'm worried about. So maybe you're trying to manifest a car. Rather than trying to manifest a bunch of money for the car, manifest the car itself. Let universe worry about the details. Let universe fill in the blanks. Let universe get you a raise in your job or figure out some way to get you that car. And that's kind of my point, is sometimes it might not come through money in your own pocket. It might actually come as a gift, or maybe you find it. Maybe someone buys it for you. It could come in any number of ways, and that's where I think sometimes when we get stuck on this, money has to come in, and if we're not seeing that money happening, we start to give up on some of our dreams or maybe some of our goals, or we might get a little frustrated and start beating up on ourselves a little bit when the reality is you're trying to manifest that car. You're trying to manifest that new home. You're trying to manifest maybe you're trying to come up with some extra money so your child can play in Little League, right? Or soccer or whatever. And it's going to cost $500-$600 to get them into that, or a club team that can cost a couple grand, $3,000 because of travel and all these things. So instead of trying to manifest the money to get that, you manifest the child actually doing the activity. You see your child and you see yourself at the games, kind of like watching your child and rooting them on and going, yeah, like you manifest it from the location where you already have that which you're trying to manifest. Stop worrying about the money so much. Money is more of a tool. It's more of a thing that can be used to exchange for goods and services, but maybe there's something that you might want to manifest that you have a specific skill set. Maybe you're really good with computers and maybe you need some plumbing done. Maybe there's a plumber that needs some work on his computer, or maybe needs a little help on his website, or whatever the case is, and then you get your plumbing done for free, quote unquote, because your service is what's provided that. Or again, it might be one of those issues where someone gifts something to you, or certain things, God forbid, but just to throw out a crazy example, maybe someone passes away and leaves you an inheritance at the moment when you are needing money for a specific cause. When you are very focused on trying to get the money per se, when the reality is you're just, again, trying to manifest the goal, the outcome, the desire. So if we work from those directions, you will be surprised in most cases how quickly we're able to manifest our goals. Stop worrying about how it's going to come in and let the universe figure that out. Just keep imagining every night before you go to bed, or in the morning, or when you're sitting at the red light or wherever, imagine that thing that you're trying to manifest right now. And keep imagining yourself from that location, looking back when you didn't have it. Keep working on that manifestation until that dream or goal or whatever it is finally in your hot little hands. Don't worry about the money as much. Worry about the thing that you're wanting to spend money towards, or worry about that relationship or that marriage that's going to require money to make happen. So imagine the wedding. Imagine all the things, all the beautiful things, and just, top notch. Imagine walking in to the Ritz-Carlton's entrance, because that's where you're going to have the wedding, or wherever it's going to be. Imagine from that location and let universe fill in the blanks. Hopefully this helps. Dan RadioStyle. I'm going to be doing more shows. Please leave comments and queries if you've got any. And stuff maybe you'd like to hear me talk about, and we will certainly do some future shows on that. But this is a couple of pointers towards manifesting money. We're going to be going out with Dire Straits. What are we going out with? Dire Straits. Yeah, Money for Nothing and Chicks for Free.
That's the way you do it. Let me tell you.